right or wrong judgment. The big question is not whether you are being judged by someone, and whether your actions are correct or not, based on the best logic. For example, in Greece we had Plato, Socrates, Hippocrates, Aristotle, and other thinkers who by their logic were correct, among the various judges. But because they were right, the judges saw that in the end they were wrong, and so they sought to kill such men of reason. Thus, a person who is truly right shows that others are wrong. For example, Jesus was judged a lot, but he always showed that those who judged were wrong, not because they judged, but because they were wrong. Therefore, the important thing is to be right. For example, if Satan says that a drunk is a drunk, it does not mean that he is wrong to say that such a person is a drunk, just because he is Satan. In other words, a wrong person speaking about another wrong person does not make the other person's wrong person right. In this way, it does not matter who is speaking, what matters is that what is being said is correct, and has full knowledge to prove that it is right. If a theory is right, then the person has to prove it using logic that it is correct. If not, the most that can happen is that there are two wrong people, the one who judges and the one who is judged. Because a wrong person who judges right does not absolve the wrong person because the other is wrong. A person who is right to the point of proving their point in any situation is never afraid of being judged, whether they know about the judgment or not. Because they have the tools to show that they are right. Understand that being right is not about proving that others are wrong, but rather that your position is right. So, if Satan judges Jesus, Jesus does not need to say that Satan is bad, he just needs to show that what Satan said is wrong, and that Jesus' actions are good and rational. The big question, for example, is when a theory refers to physical and biological concepts, and in these areas there is no justification, and the condemnation becomes fair. In this way, the problem is not wanting to be condemned for being wrong in biological concepts. Since truth does not exist in social concepts, people want to remain in social systems to justify themselves. The problem is that if there is no truth for someone in society, there is also no truth for others. And in this case, everyone can think they are right. But in the physical and biological world this does not exist, because at this point there is a factor of what is right. Because in the imagination I can make buildings that fly, or submerge, or in strange universes, but in reality the way of making buildings follows strict rules. So, time doesn't matter. What matters is whether you are in the logical concepts of reality, whether you have unequivocal proof that you are right. Being right in this area of physical concepts, no one can prove that you are wrong, and whoever tries to prove it will be ashamed. In other words, whoever is really right shows everyone that the others are wrong. See that Jesus was killed because he proved that his accusers were wrong. In this way, when one is right, the ones who get angry are the accusers, not the accused, because the accused proves that he is right.
Search for knowledge now. Mathematics, physics, archaeology, education, health, metaphysics, and much more. Go to Reformadores da Saúde and be surprised by the huge collection and many new features. Reformadores da Saúde, reforming health with love.